Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach AC. Everyone gather around. Should be a good one today. Today's topic is why do people stay in toxic relationships, toxic marriages? You know, for one thing, it's always about comfortability. You're comfortable with that person, you've been with that person for months, for years, and you don't really want to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Two, really why people stay in toxic relationships because they don't really know their way out, or they know their way out, but they're afraid to make that that leap to a different pathway. You know what I'm saying? People been telling you over and over again, hey, leave that guy and you leave that girl, but at the same time though, and you told yourself deep down, you have those thoughts for yourself, like, man, I need to move. I need to make a move. I need to leave this person. And guess what? You always keep going back to that person. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, another reason is you have a soul tie with a guy or girl. You know what I mean? You have intimacy. Y'all get intimate. Once y'all, once you have sex with somebody, it's soul tie, and it's hard to break that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some people can just have sex and just move on. Some people can't. So, and also too, accountability. Once again, it's like being comfortable with the person, comfortable with the environment, and you don't really want to be out of it enough. You know what I'm saying? When you say you're tired of any situation you're in, whether relationship, job, anything you're in, you're gonna find your way out. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that, as soon as you cross their line, they're going to be out. First time. Some people, they may take 2-3 times. You do something wrong, but for the most part, it's all about coming down to core values, having a self-definition about yourself, having a identity about what you're about. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people putting up with nonsense and drama because, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be alone. They don't want to go after something that they really want to get to. Like I said, a lot of it is just comfortability. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you scared to turn the page. You know what I'm saying? You're scared to envision what it would look like to be in a healthy, committed relationship or healthy, committed marriage. Because sometimes, what you may think is healthy, what you're going through is really not healthy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all constantly arguing, constantly bickering, constantly having issues with either finances, whether it's communication issues, whether it's not getting paid mentally, issues with in-law, issues with raising children, issues with a whole lot of stuff. Not setting boundaries for one another. So a lot of stuff, like I said, people are just afraid to get the help. You know what I'm saying? Even when they do get the help, they still want to revert back to the same situation. It might be what you used to, what you used to growing up. You might see the same patterns growing over and over again, but you still have to know when to recognize, when to let go, and when to hit the hit the button to reject and to push off. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm done with this. I put up with you for the past 3-4 years. It's out, because you gotta value yourself first. Your first self, your first peace of mind is everything. I know that is for me. Like I said, my peace of mind is everything. I feel like I'm in a situation where my peace of mind can compromise. There's a lot of bickering. There's a lot of arguments, a lot of disconfusion, a lot of frustration. Then I pull myself away. I pull the plug. I'm like, hey, I got to move out because I gotta protect my own peace. Protecting your peace is, hey, not selling for stuff that is nonsense, not going anywhere. It's a waste of time. And once again, time is your biggest commodity. I'm not wasting time for anything, anybody. I only have one life, so I'm not gonna sit up here and just be in a situation where it's toxic, where it's not reciprocated. It can be work, it can be family, it can be work, it can be anything. I just don't have zero tolerance for any kind of nonsense, any kind of BS. For me, like I said, I'm all about productive, good communication, positive relationships. I'm all about growing, maturing, and just giving this life everything I have. I don't want to die on E. I don't want to die, have regrets. I want to die. I coulda, woulda. I want to get everything done, accomplished, and set a good example that God wants me to be. He wants me to be a loving husband, loving father, brother. He wants me to do all that things. I can't do that being around toxic people or being around trauma or anything like that. like I said, I don't isolate myself. Anything toxic, anything confrontational, I'll take myself, I'll take a long walk, I'll jog, I'll listen to some music, just to decompress, because I'm not about to be in a situation where I feel attacked, I feel bothered, I feel under the stress. That's the kind of way, that's kind of like I want to live, and like I said, I don't care what relationship, I don't care what the job, family, I will pull away, and then you gonna talk to me for a long time. So all I really gotta say, listen to yourself. That's why a lot of people be in toxic relationships, they're toxic marriages, because like I said, they don't know themselves and they think that's the norm, And like I said, they don't want bad enough to change the situation. When you want something bad enough, you're gonna go after it. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna say on Tuesday you want it, then by Thursday, Friday you don't want it. You don't have the same action. It's like you going to church service, you getting all hyped up on going to church, you feeling all good, and then guess what? You out there Tuesday, Wednesday doing some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way. You got to be consistent, stay disciplined, stay motivated each and every day. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. What are your thoughts about this topic? Do you have any more things to add? Feel free to comment below. Until next time, out, Coach JC.